Today on Play to Win, has Dan Quinn saved his job? Can he save his job? Our guys will weigh in, and we tell you where the big winners were on National Signing Day. It's all that and more on the fastest 30 minutes in television, football's Play to Win.
Today's show is being brought to you by your Georgia Drive Chevy dealers, Chevrolet, find new roads. This is It Barbecue and Atlanta Peach Movers. Welcome to football's Play to Win with Falcons All-Pro defensive end Chuck Smith, Falcons All-Pro offensive tackle Bob Whitfield, Play to Win expert Jeffrey the Edge Schechter, player medical and injury reports with Dr. Sadiq Al-Amin, Falcons All-Pro wide receiver Terrence Mathis, and your host, Nikki Williams. Today's hometown team report is being brought to you by Montlick & Associates. Our attorneys know what it takes to win.
Good morning, Atlanta. Happy Saturday. Thanks for tuning in. It's the most wonderful time of the year, and it's my most wonderful crew I've ever had in my career. We've got Chris Marler, Bob Whitfield, Terrence Mathis, Chuck Smith, and on the note of it being an awesome time of year, we're also looking at the top 10 signing classes, and I just want to throw out there Clemson looking great.
Yeah, that was impressive.
Number 1, 13, and 16.
They signed 6 5-stars, which it's got to be most of them, I would think. And then also, more impressive, 22 total commits, 11 of them in the top 100. That's crazy.
I can't wait till next year. They're going to have 6 stars.
Yeah.
But I think when you look at what Clemson did, they solidified themselves again on the D-line. They come into Georgia and get the best defensive lineman in the state, Miles Murphy out of Hillgrove. To me, that's one of the biggest coups when you look at the development of the Clemson team. It's always started behind what? Defensive lineman over the last couple of years.
And why would you want to play for Dabo Swinney? Because of the fact that he plays about his whole scholarship roster team, and you're going to have a chance to play for him. And that defense is opportunistic, and it flies around in that offense. They throw the ball, but they have a solid running game. Who wouldn't want to play for Clemson?
I don't know if I would want to play for Dabo. That aside, they had a great class.
That's because you are an Alabama fan.
I want to give a shout out to the local teams here. Kirby had another fantastic recruiting class. He didn't have as many players as they usually have. I think he had like around 19, but 16 of them were 4 or 5 stars. But how about Jeff Collins coming in here at Georgia Tech, having a top 25 class? Just that whole sales pitch with Waffle House really paid off.
So to me, it's not necessarily about anybody can talk about the classes. No disrespect, Chris, but it's what they put in the classes. Georgia has built their foundation on. Kirby said, "What? I want offensive line. I want to be more specific. Offensive line. He got what he needed, right?" Jeff Collins, give him a lot of credit. He said, "I want to get what? Longer. He wanted to get bigger." They accomplished that. So to me, everybody starts getting into the numbers and the 5 stars and the 4 stars. I want to see about where they do position specifically, and both of the teams got what they wanted.
And in the high school sector too, of course, we've had a big high school state championship here. Shout outs to our local teams.
Yeah, Cobb County showed out, looking at what Marietta, you got Harrison that showed out. I mean, Beaufort and Gwinnett County. It was a heck of
repeats, but that's a
We had
Trinity.
Gwinnett County, my alma mater, and where your son goes, they're in the semifinals too.
And a huge congrats to Chuck and your son.
Yeah.
Go on, tell everybody.
Yeah, he's going to Wofford, SoCon, we're excited about that. Wofford's got a good team, great class, so, got to throw some love out to the SoCon and Wofford Terriers.
Congratulations, Chuck. You're a great dad, too, so I know you're feeling good about that, guys. Still to come, is it right for players to sit out of bowl games, and would you do it? Our guys will give their opinions coming up next on Play to Win.
On or off the field, we all have rules to play by. But what happens after a serious car crash? When the insurance company won't play fair? At Montlick & Associates, we know injury law, and we know what it takes to win. After all, we've been winning in our field for over 35 years. If you've been injured, we're here to help. Simply dial #WIN from your cell phone for your free consultation. That's #946.
Back those halls, trim those trees, raise up those for Christmas cheer. The perfect gift for me would be doing Christmas right this time.
This year, the gift you really want is at Nissan's year-end event. Get holiday savings on our tech-filled lineup, like Rogue or Altima, both with available Safety Shield 360. Hurry in. Holiday offers end soon. Get 0% financing for up to 72 months on 12 models, or save up to $10,320 on select models.
Oh, I'm glad you found it.
Oh, we were just happy to get some time away.
You're the first couple to try our new bed and breakfast bundle. It's bed and breakfast in the same room. You wake up to the smell of coffee and bacon, made by a private chef, right there.
So we're sleeping in the kitchen.
Well, I'm sure you'll write it better than that for the review.
Stuck in a bad bundle? Get a great one. Bundle AT&T Fiber and DirecTV and get a $100 reward card. Limited availability may not be in your area. Call 1-877, only ATT.
May your holidays glow bright and all your dreams take flight. Lease the C300 sedan for just $399 a month at the Mercedes-Benz Winter Event. Hurry in today.
Today's Atlanta Falcons report is being brought to you by your Georgia Drive Chevy dealers. Chevrolet, find new roads.
Welcome back. You know, we all wanted Dan Quinn's head not too long ago, and now I want to know where we are. Okay, we beat us as a group. Us as a group. I'm not saying I wanted his head. I'm just saying the consensus was that everyone fired Dan Quinn. You know, that's what everybody does when a team isn't winning. But the reality is the Falcons have beat the 49ers. They beat the Saints. Who are they right now? And
what is happening? I don't understand.
What
You
is
guys know better than me.
I say one thing. In that 40, the Lord was on their side because Kittle caught everything that game. But it was a 4-yard first down route, and he fumbles with no one touching him. They have to kick a field goal, put the Falcons in position to drive the 2-minute drive to score to win.
So you're saying it was just a Christmas miracle?
Oh, it was sprinkled down on them. But it was good work by them the whole game because they played competitively. Defense showed up. Everybody played hard. Offense, Julio Jones was on fire with his nice little short routes, just eating them up.
Streaks of genius, for sure. But which Falcons do you believe?
It's hard to understand which one you want to believe because in the first half, the thing, the Falcons went so low, right, that you really didn't know, whether they come out of it. Look at all the mistakes from the defense. Offensively, they weren't as productive as you want. Then you got the second half. See, that is the evaluation that ultimately Arthur Blank will have to make. Right. It's two tails to this Falcon season, but I think if DQ finishes the way they're finishing, I think he'll be the head coach of Atlanta Falcons. I think if he shows that again, shows that he can win throughout the second half, I think he should come back.
Yeah, for sure. I think he's still on notice. I think that, people are going to say, well, yeah, he played, but we've given him 2-3 years, and now you want to go by 3 or 4 games and say we're going to keep him. But I think he's still on notice, and I think they did some good things in the second half of the season. And he has an opportunity to right the ship. And
is he coming back yesterday?
Well,
let
me flip a coin.
I'm proud they didn't quit. That's awesome. But I'll tell you what, Dan, if you're listening, can you let me know when you're going to do that? Because I've lost a lot of money on those games.
Let's see how Jeffrey picks the Falcons-Jaguars game.
Atlanta played great against San Francisco the other day, and they're really looking good. They got 2 very winnable games. I think if they win both of these games, they're going to definitely save Dan Quinn's job, and they might have saved it anyway the other day, beating San Francisco. And I like the Falcons giving the 7 over Jacksonville this week. Jacksonville's a major disappointment. So, not that Atlanta's not, but they're starting to play a little better. Give the 7 with the Falcons.
And later in the show, the debate on Jake Fromm continues and whether he should come back to Athens. But next, there's some new faces in the SEC coaching circle and a familiar one that everyone is talking about. Stay tuned for more on Football's Play to Win.
At Chevy, we're all about bringing families together.
This time of year, that's really important.
That's why our Chevy employee discount is now available to everyone.
The Chevy price you pay is what we pay.
Not a cent more. Family is important to us.
So happy holidays.
And welcome to the family.
The Chevy family.
Use your Chevy employee discount for everyone to get a total value of over $11,800 on this Silverado All-Star.
Georgia drives Chevy. Find new roads.
We've owned a few different houses through the years. Your company was absolutely the best. They were so professional. Everything they didn't get a mark on a wall or anything else. It was clean, it was friendly, and it was fun. And most of the time, moving is not fun. I'm going to give a great recommendation to Atlanta Peach Movers. It's always on time and it's always professional. There is no tree in Atlanta Peach Movers.
To schedule your move, call Atlanta Peach Movers today.
Look what God has done. Thank you. Because of your support, we've grown to locations all over Atlanta. This is the time of year where we all take time to give thanks and to celebrate with family and friends. May God richly bless you and your family is our prayer. Thank you and happy holidays! See you soon!
Back those halls, trim those trees, raise up close for Christmas cheer. The perfect gift for me would be doing Christmas right this time.
This year, the gift you really want is at Nissan's year-end event. Get holiday savings on our tech-filled lineup, like Rogue or Altima, both with available Safety Shield 360. Hurry in. Holiday offers end soon. Get 0% financing for up to 72 months on 12 models, or save up to $10,320 on select models.
Today's SEC and ACC report is being brought to you by your Atlanta Nissan dealers.
Welcome back to Play to Win. It is bowl season. Finally, guys, we don't have to anticipate anymore. Let's take a look at some of these ACC and SEC bowl matchups.
Electric.
How exciting! It is for Mac Brown, North Carolina, first-year coach there, and Gary Downs, our former teammate. His son is going to North Carolina, so yeah, maybe he can start in with the bowl win and start his career up in North Carolina, looking like something.
No, this one's better. This screen is better. Yeah, I like that. Anytime I see Shreveport, I don't want to really talk about that. So I think this is a much better look here. Obviously, you have the big one in Atlanta, the Peach Bowl. I'm excited as an Alabama fan to get the two brand names, Michigan and Bama, playing each other, and also that Minnesota game.
And you know, it always happens this time of year. The high-profile players decide to sit out these games so that they don't get injured for the NFL draft. What do you guys think about that? Do you agree with it? Would you do it?
I agree with it. I like it. Let me tell you why. Because at this point, it's a business. The coaches are in the business of winning. These players are also in the business now of winning. They won, and when I say they won to the end where they're healthy so they can get to where they're making this money. Right now, let me give you a quick example. Last year from Michigan State, Kenny Willekes, defensive end, stayed in, was going to probably be a first or second rounder, shattered his fibula, right, in a bowl game. Now he's struggling right now to continue to get back and raise his grade. I'm out if I'm.
But he got that free education.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, great. And Chuck knows. What if I didn't play that bowl game? I played that bowl game against Marco Coleman. Gave up some sacks.
That's Georgia Tech. Bob would have been the #1 pick in the draft. Seriously, Bob was rated the #1 pick, and it's, he went against another first rounder. But Georgia Tech's defensive line coach and Bob had a monumental battle. I watched it on TV. Bob ended up going #8, but could have been worse. I mean, #8 pick in the NFL draft, not bad, for God's sake.
All right, let's check in now with our college football showdown of the week.
Today's Showdown of the Week is being brought to you by AT&T. More for your thing, that's our thing.
Boise, Washington tonight. How do you guys see the game?
I love this. Listen, I'm going to tell you this. Washington, that is my adopted team. Let me tell you why. My wife is from Washington, right? And I mean, she went to the UW. Plus, I got some kids out there that I've, had a chance to work with for a long time. But I love Washington. I really do. You're talking about a program to me that's underrated because it's in the Pacific Northwest.
It's a really underrated program. We talk about Boise a lot, even more than Washington for some reason. Always have a really good defense. I completely agree.
I'm going with Boise State.
Oh, okay.
All right, Jeffrey, how do you see the game?
It's bowl time, and we start out with the lesser bowls, and tonight there's a decent matchup between Washington and Boise State. It's the Las Vegas Bowl, and Boise State has a reputation for beating some of those bigger colleges, and I'm going to go with Boise State. Take the 3.5 points with Boise.
Special guest in the house today, General Manager of Beaver Toyota, Patrick Abad. Welcome to the show.
Thanks for having me.
Now, we all know that Beaver Toyota in Cumming is the most beautiful dealership in the whole country, but what makes it so special?
I think it starts with the size. It's 140,000 square feet, double or triple than most car dealerships in the country.
And easy to get to, right?
Super easy. It's exit 14 off 400, and it's literally 20 minutes from cities like Dawsonville, Marietta, Gainesville. It's literally 20 minutes from everywhere.
That's a huge selling point in a city like Atlanta, where Atlanta's 30 minutes from Atlanta for the most part. Now, Toyota is known for being the most dependable, the most reliable cars on the road. What are you guys bringing out new for 2020?
So, dropping this week is the brand new Highlander, 2020 Highlander. Yes, I know, super excited.
Yeah, what's new on it?
lot of technology, safety features. It's got a brand new 12.3-inch screen on it.
Oh, that's like an iPad.
It really is. Yeah, it's sporty, it's stylish, it's awesome.
And Beaver Toyota, big on giving back to this holiday season.
Yeah, we have some of the greatest human beings working for our company you could imagine, and as a team, we've adopted about 16 different families that we're going to give Christmas to.
Now, is it true or is it a myth that this is the best time to buy a car if you were thinking about it?
Nikki, it's Toyotathon. Toyotathon's amazing. Yeah, it really is. Whether you want a 19 that's leaving or a new 20 that's coming in, Toyotathon has deals for everyone.
You guys heard it here first. Beaver Toyota, head up before all the sales are gone. And after the break, it's time for the Beaver Toyota Dog Report. We'll break down the signing class for UGA and what needs were addressed. That's all next on Football's Play to Win.
Today's show is being brought to you by Montlick & Associates. Our attorneys know what it takes to win. Xfinity. And Beaver Toyota. We're here to wow you.
Back those halls, trim those trees, raise up top the Christmas cheer. The perfect gift for me would be doing Christmas right this time.
This year, the gift you really want is at Nissan's year-end event. Get holiday savings on our tech-filled lineup, like Rogue or Altima, both with available Safety Shield 360. Hurry in. Holiday offers end soon. Get 0% financing for up to 72 months on 12 models, or save up to $10,320 on select models.
Oh my God. Try the new Buffalo Chicken Burrito at Moe's today.
Got you a custom jersey. Thanks, man. Wait, it reads colon instead of colon.
Ooh.
You missed the accent.
I know how you feel. I was missing my favorite games, but then I switched to DirecTV, and they also gave me this season of NBA League Pass. Now I can watch the NBA whenever and wherever I want. Hey, maybe next time invite your half-brother. Semicolon.
TV without NBA League Pass is just kinda TV. Switch and DirecTV will give you this season of NBA League Pass. Don't just kinda TV, DirecTV. Call 1-800-DirecTV.
On or off the field, we all have rules to play by. But what happens after a serious car crash? When the insurance company won't play fair? At Montlick & Associates, we know injury law, and we know what it takes to win. After all, we've been winning in our field for over 35 years. If you've been injured, we're here to help. Simply dial #WIN from your cell phone for your free consultation. That's #946.
Oh my God. Try the new Buffalo Chicken Burrito at Moe's today.
Today's University of Georgia Report is being brought to you by Beaver Toyota. We're here to wow you.
Welcome back to Play to Win. Georgia's 2020 recruiting class shaping up to be a powerhouse. Take a look at these top 10 signings.
Well, it's always a powerhouse, right? In the last few years, Kirby's had, brought in the big offensive linemen. He's gotten, running backs. He's gotten, quarterback. But what's the one thing they haven't brought in that they needed to address and they did? Wide receiver.
Wide receiver. Yeah. That's what they did.
They went out west.
Yeah.
Got a kid from Calabasas.
I mean, I keep looking for where the Georgia kids are. There's a few of them on there, but Kirby really having a national footprint with this recruiting class is pretty cool to see.
When you look at LSU and Alabama, what they attract teams, so Kirby said, I have to go get some guys that can go out and play and can run. Yeah. And that's what he did. He has 3 receivers right there that pretty fast.
They gonna throw to him?
That's the question right there.
Another show, that question.
Yeah, that's the question.
Do you think they addressed all of their needs?
Well, I mean, here's my thing about Georgia. They got everything.
Yeah,
I mean,
exactly.
I understand we got to answer this question, but they got everything.
Right.
The need is what, getting wide receiver. But here's the question. The need really could be at quarterback. A lot of questions about Jake Fromm, whether he's going to come out or whether he needs to come out. Yep. So Georgia, you lost. Now, Fields is up at Ohio State. Now the questions are, who's next? Who's next after Jake Fromm? Did you get him in this class, or who's going to be on the roster?
I think some of those fans, too, that keep getting upset about Jake Fromm and saying, we don't need Jake Fromm. We're going to run the football anyway. They need to answer that question, because who is behind Jake Fromm?
Yeah, and Kirby likes to hold things, some last-minute tricks up his sleeves, kind of like last year. Didn't he take an Ohio State commit at the last minute?
Even though you can
Juwan
switch
Mathis.
a kid over, switch a kid that,
Yeah.
what it boils down to is when you get to spring and fall, you're going to know what your roster shape up like. All this 4-star, 5-star, them kids ain't played it down at Georgia. It's all for the bells and whistles. I like to see them in the fall and see how they produce.
And that is what our experts have to say. Now it's time for you guys to be the expert and play our Ippolito's You Be the Expert contest. This season, be sure to visit our website, playingtowin.tv, and take a shot to be #1 against all the competition by picking this week's college and NFL winners against the spread. We'll be giving away Ippolito's $100 and $50 gift certificates to each week's first and second place winners. So make sure you come back every week and prove your football IQ by being the best at predicting this week's college and NFL games. Ippolito's, a great neighborhood Italian restaurant. When we come back, Dr. Elamine checks in with his player injury report. Stay with us on Play to Win.
It only happens once a year. It's always fun. It's Toyotathon at Beaver. Watch this. This is a limited time event, so put us on your list early. You simply cannot afford to miss this sale. You can shop 15 Toyota models with 0% financing or with lifetime warranty. You'll save thousands. It's the best time of year to buy a new Toyota. Why? Inventory levels drive up factory incentives, resulting in the lowest prices of the year. Simply put, I cut prices to the bone. Beaver, Toyota, and Cumming. We're here to wow you.
Behold the Arbinator. Behold the roast beef and cheddar cheese sauce. Behold the horsey sauce, Arby's sauce, and curly fries. Beholding 2 of them for only $6. Arby's, we have the meats.
We live with AT&T, and we are well past the honeymoon phase.
Occupado, Tom.
AT&T, what's this I hear about you advertising a 100% fiber network?
Only like a fraction of my customers can get that.
That's it?
You have such a glass half empty attitude.
The glass is more than half empty.
You need to relax, Tom.
Oh.
Tom, you need a little Tom time. You know, a little TT.
Stop living with AT&T. Xfinity delivers gig speeds to more homes than anyone.
At Chevy, we're all about bringing families together.
This time of year, that's really important.
That's why our Chevy employee discount is now available to everyone.
The Chevy price you pay is what we pay.
Not a cent more.
Family is important to us.
So happy holidays and welcome to the family.
The Chevy family.
Use your Chevy employee discount for everyone to get over $6,100 below MSRP on this Equinox. Get the Chevy employee discount for everyone today.
2 of the most Arby's sandwiches ever made for $6. They're big, but downing 2 is possible. You just gotta believe in yourself. I believe in you. Arby's, we have the meats.
Today's player, medical, and injury report is being brought to you by the Orthopedic and Sports Medicine Institute.
Welcome back to Play to Win, and Dr. Elamine, welcome with us today. You always help us break down these injuries for us around the NFL in, layman's terms, what's going on. And a lot of curious people out there. What's going on with Dak Prescott?
Well, as you know, Dak Prescott hurt his shoulder in last week's game. He's had limited practice, but they haven't really come out and tell us exactly what's going on. Did he dislocate? Did he actually hurt his rotator cuff? Is it going to bother him? We don't know. But he is going to practice this week, and he should play. The question of it is this going to bother him down the field? I think it is.
And the bigger question is, how do you treat something if you don't know what the problem is?
Well, they know. They're just not telling us.
Oh, so the problem is they're just being secretive about things.
Because if you know what's going on, you can kind of target him and change your game plan. So they kind of keep that information to the last possible minute. But if he plays, we'll see how he does. We'll know.
And another shoulder injury, Dalvin Cook.
That's right, Dalvin Cook, the running back from Minnesota Vikings. He went down, went out of the game, definitely dealing with a shoulder injury. Now, the question of it is they say he will play this week, but if he gets hit on that shoulder, it could come out again. He could have some serious problems.
What do you do if you're Dalvin? Do you take that chance? I mean, does he have any say in this?
Well, he does. He does, obviously, but he definitely wants to play. So, those guys want to play.
Chris Godwin.
He's also, he's dealing with a hamstring injury. The Buccaneers.
Torn, right?
Torn hamstring injury. And Buccaneers are having problems. They're dealing with Mike Evans, who also had a hamstring injury. We're coming off of Jameis Winston, who actually had a thumb injury. So we should see. So this core team is going to have some issues.
Yeah, who is Jameis Winston going to throw to?
That's exactly. Probably you, me.
Anybody available? All right, guys, when we come back, we'll have the lightning round and Jeffrey, the Ed Schecter's picks, coming up on Play to Win.
Athletes of all levels experience more wear and tear than most. Stop playing through the pain. Get the proper medical attention you need from Dr. Elamine and the staff at the Orthopedic and Sports Medicine Institute. Our team includes specialists in many fields offering compassionate care and advanced treatments that will get you back in the game. From weekend warriors to athletes of all levels, we've got your back and shoulder and ankle and knee. Call today for an appointment or visit theshouldernation.com.
Back those halls, trim those trees, raise up cups for Christmas cheer. The perfect gift for me would be doing Christmas right this time.
This year, the gift you really want is at Nissan's year-end event. Get holiday savings on our tech-filled lineup, like Rogue or Altima, both with available Safety Shield 360. Hurry in. Holiday offers end soon. Get 0% financing for up to 72 months on 12 models, or save up to $10,320 on select models.
A winter weather advisory alert issued at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time is no longer in effect. Scattered snow and freezing showers have decreased.
I know.
Really? North and southbound routes are open and visibility is clear.
Celebrate Infinity's 30th year with 2020 Edition 30 SUVs and finance a 2019 QX80 for 0% APR. Plus, get a $4,000 winter bonus at your Atlanta area Infinity retailer.
When you've got a house full of unstable football fans who won't take hungry for an answer, drop a Big Bow box on it. Whether you need an 8, 12, or 20 piece with biscuits, fixins, and tea, at least they'll gnash their teeth on something delicious. It's bow time.
Today's lightning round is being brought to you by Moe's Southwest Grill. Come in today.
Welcome back. It's time for our lightning round with Jeffrey the Ed Schechter. Jeffrey, give us all the holiday presents we want with these picks.
There's too many presents. There's 30 bowl games. If you go 6-6, you go to a bowl. It used to be you go 6-6, you get fired. Starting out with Christmas Eve, we got BYU at Hawaii. Hawaii is a home team there. I like Hawaii with the 2 points. BYU will melt in that Hawaiian heat. On the 27th, which is Friday, the Military Bowl, North Carolina Temple. Temple's a good dog. Take the 4.5 with the Owls. And same night, we got Oklahoma State +7 against Texas A&M. I like Oak State with the 7. I think Texas A&M's a disappointment. Going to the pros, I just love the way Buffalo plays. They play hard. They're not the neatest team on the offense, but I think they'll give New England the game, take the 6.5. I'm going to give Tennessee another chance this week. I'm going to take the 3 at home against New Orleans. And I like Philadelphia to beat Dallas at home, take the 2.5. Have a Merry Christmas.
All right, thank you, and happy holidays, everybody. We will see you next Saturday, 9 a.m. on Fox 5. Thanks for tuning in to another week of Football's Play to Win.
Today's show has been brought to you by Moe's Southwest Grill, the Orthopedic and Sports Medicine Institute, and your Atlanta Nissan dealers.